Thank you very much. Anyone else? Councilor Thompson.
Thanks, Mayor. It's mostly been said, so I won't repeat all of it. But I'm going to oppose this motion because I want to see this come to a public hearing, and I want to hear from people about it. As far as the OCP and zoning bylaw go, those are out of date, and we're updating them. And you know, if also in the materials, if we have a look, I can't remember what page it's on, but there's an aerial image showing buildings over 10 stories around town, and there's a few in this area already, and you know, these are mostly older buildings, and some of them are probably by this point fairly affordable. And the reason that we don't have enough affordable housing right now is because for a few decades there we said no a lot, and until those proposals stopped coming. And so while we're considering a building like this, and it's going to be, you know, not cheap affordable housing because that's just mathematically not possible at this point, this is the affordable housing of the future. And as far as the survey goes, good point by my colleague across the way. And if you only look at the people who participate, then you do need to look at the election. And it was clear that the folks who stood on a platform of more housing won significantly more votes than anybody else. So we can look at that in both ways. The big issue seems to be height, and as I mentioned, there's a number of buildings in the immediate area that are tall, like over 10 stories. The fact is that when you're the pedestrian experience is that when you're walking down the street and you look up, whether it's 10 or 12 or 14 is probably not noticeable. If you back out a couple blocks, you could see it, as was shown on the screen a few minutes ago. And you can see a building just down the street in the same area that's 12 stories. So, or actually, I think it's taller. I think it's no, it's 13 stories. One block to the east, and more than double the number of units that we're talking about here. So we've got some pretty significant buildings already in the area. Clearly townhouses would not be built here. There's been no applications to build townhouses here despite many years of availability for that. When it comes down to basic math, townhouses just aren't going to be there. If we insisted on that, it would be a parking lot forever, and I think there's higher and better uses of the land that need to be pursued. So